Imagine that you knew the flower vase was there and playing around was dangerous. Then the vase breaks and you say that it's not your fault. You'd be called an asshole, but when these women cheat and abstain from taking responsibility, society accepts them. Well, thankfully, sometimes not.
I just can't be with somebody that's gonna constantly cheat on me and have me raise somebody else's child. I've been catching her cheat constantly.
A week after you got married?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. White, have you been cheating?
Yes, but I have like abandonment issues because I was adopted. But I just want him to like show me love and affection and be there for me.
Do you have any other reason to believe your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here. The most recent is Valentine's Day. She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything and you were just yelling at me.
Let me see this evidence. Wishing you was in this bed with me. Why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right.
When you treat her like a celebrity, she treats you like a fan. The guy in the back is literally me whenever someone tries to defend cheating. He doesn't treat her right because she cheats. Once a woman cheats, it's hard to even look at her. I'm surprised he's strong enough to be there for the innocent children. Love the guy in the background just saying the truth with his face. That woman said she had abandonment issues, so she abandoned that guy. Well, it's because she's strong and independent, right? Yeah, a likely story. Look who women need when they're on a desert island.
We have nothing to drink. We don't know where we are.
I don't want to sound too cocky too early.
No, I don't think we should.
I don't think we should at all. No. But right now,
we're winning.
Julie, you just order me about all the time.
I would please leave you. Just.
She goes on about those potatoes anymore. I'm gonna stab her.
This is the male version.
I feel dreadful. Honestly, I feel absolutely dreadful. I never thought I would be so desperate for food and water.
The water was not an issue. Yeah. And actually dehydration was your own fault rather than lack of water.
The expedition party are dehydrated, hopelessly lost and wandering directionless.
Walking is painful now.
All night, no dry clothes and no fire, because we have to make mistakes.
A huge fucking snake came towards me. It came right at me.
We just caught a prehistoric animal.
I need to be with my family, and I just need to be at home.
All the decisions we've made thus far have been made collaboratively. We've not needed to conform to a system where there's a leader.
Are you serious?
Call the medics! She's Fran! Fran's fainted!
We're winning.
I don't want to drink the water. It tastes of piss.
Decent water. The water was not an issue.
It's 2:30 now. No sign of a fire.
If I hadn't turned up today, and I turned up in 6 months, I bet these guys would be in pretty good shape.
Women's entitlement has been exposed. It's all good right until problems come through. Sorry, not sorry. Girls still need men to survive. Biology over ideology. Girls, I feel absolutely dreadful. Guys, woohoo! Pool time, dance of fire, yeah! Dear women, saying something exists doesn't make it real. It doesn't matter how many times you repeat it or how many women agree with you. You can't make the truth go away. Women forget how easy men made the world for them. Men aren't asking for much, but just a bit of respect. Men build the air-conditioned offices and roads and houses and everything else to enable those women to be independent of men. This is a prime example of why in every war, accident, incident, we always prioritize women, the elderly, and children. First, because they're the most vulnerable in society, but more deeply because they are easily frightened, do not know what to do, and most dangerously spread that agitation to those around them. Damn, bros made survival game look like a tropical party.
I'm not too proud to admit it.
Women are the ones that control the dating marketplace and sex. So since women control that, right, with great power comes great responsibility. Since you're the girl, you need to take overt steps, right, to protect yourself from being a thought. Let's just keep it 1,000, man. Like half of the game of being a man, right, is keeping your girl in check and correcting bad behaviors that are not conducive to a good relationship. The problem is that we live in a world now where girls have a lot of hoe behaviors ingrained in them, right? And it's on the guy to get rid of those bad behaviors. Oh, you want to go to the club all the time? You want to do drugs? You want to be with your girlfriends that are all sluts? You want to be on boats? All this other shit? That's cool, but you don't deserve a relationship. And I think if more guys put their foot down and let girls know this is not acceptable behavior of a girl that I'm going to take seriously, more girls that will acclimate. The problem is that guys don't have the balls to put their foot down and say, no, this isn't acceptable behavior. And here's the thing. No one's going to force y'all. You do what you want. But I'm not going to give you no fucking commitment if you're going to behave like you're single.
Yeah.
I'm a clown for that.
Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot of guys that have balls in Miami.
That's true. But you, for example, he's saying you can get a man by your looks, by how you walk, how you dress. But can you really retain that man after a while? Probably not, because you're doing these things like traveling alone, wink, wink, clubs alone. It's a turnoff.
Girls don't get it. Like,
well, guys who have options. The guys who have options are going to choose their best options the same way that women with options will choose their best option. But the way a man ranks his options is going to be different than how a woman ranks their options, right? And a guy who's going to be prioritizing women who he thinks are actually going to be loyal and more feminine and fall into that feminine role, if all other things being equal.
I think the hardest thing that for women, most women to accept in these scenarios is like, you might be able to get this like really great guy that's really hot and has a lot of money and is very successful and whatever for like a night. You can hook up with them or whatever, and maybe hook up with them a couple times more. But if you want to keep behaving the way that you're behaving and you don't want to listen, you don't want to follow his lead, you don't want to do these things and kind of stay at home or only go out with him, things like that, he's going to realize like you're not going to be an option for him. So you just kind of have to realize like if you want a man at that status and that energy to give you those things and provide for you and have this nice life, or you know that you want to build with him, then you have to make a sacrifice to keep that. And if you don't want to make that sacrifice, then that's okay. But you have to accept that, you know, you're losing what you want.
What if he's cheating on you? Are you still going to accept that?
Well, I think now you have to like kind of rewind that, because if I'm dating a higher status man, okay, and he has a lot of money, and I know that I'm taken care of, okay, he loves me very much, he provides me, everything's great, everything's cool, we do things together, but sometimes when he travels, you know what? I don't care. And I think that it's easier. I think it's easier when these scenarios don't work if the man is not high value. If the man is not making a lot of money, and if the man's not making a lot of money and the man is not like providing and taking care of everything, like these scenarios don't work. Because I'll be damned if I'm paying for bills and I'm working and you're out fucking bitches, I will be damned. Okay, but if you're taking care of me,
break all your clothes, you're more accepting if he's taking care of you.
No, of course,
but you know that he's cheating on you. So how does that make you feel, knowing that another woman is always going to be around and always like, she can't take your place because she's going to be a side bitch, obviously, but
and that's where it comes. That's where the difference lies with men and women. Okay, it's because she'll never take my place. I know that I am the loved one. I know that I am his. I know that he loves me and he cares about me because I'm the one he's taking care of.
What if y'all are married?
He might sleep with one girl for one night, whatever. Men are men. And Justin Waller, I just saw a video of Justin Waller the other day, and what he said perfectly, I feel like explains this. He was like, if I could look at the woman that I love and be truthful when I say I only want to be with you and sleep with you for the rest of my life, I wish it were true, but it's not, because men don't think like that. I will always, no matter how much I'm in love with my woman, I will look at other women and think you're hot, I want to fuck you. And that's just how men think. Whether you're at this value or this value, like of status, it doesn't matter. They all think the same. But I think the higher value people have a better chance of doing it because they're probably going to be a little more open about it, and also like you're going to be secure, like financially, emotionally, like they're going to be taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's if we're struggling financially and you're out spending your money on other bitches, like now I'll be fucking damned.
It's still emotionally damaging to
let me say
like, go
something.
through that.
If there's a guy who's a loser and he's not setting these boundaries and he's cheating on you, that's just a weak dude. But if it's a guy who's built up his life to a certain extent and he lets you know up front, hey, from time to time this may happen, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're talking
and knowing
about.
about it. It's not like they're sneaking around your back or anything like that, you know, and lying to your face. I think if they're lying to your face about it, that becomes an issue. And that's where emotional damage and trust issues come in. And now, because I'm okay with this scenario, you might not be. And that's okay. We're all not going to be okay with that scenario. And we're all not going to be okay with the same things. And that's fine. But a lot of women will accept a higher status man that says, hey, you know what? I love you and I'm going to take care of you. But sometimes I'm going to fuck other bitches. Either accept it or don't. Or, hey, I'm going to have a couple main girls and you guys are going to share me. Accept it or don't.
Okay.
Chris!
Question for you. How does that make you feel?
This conversation?
Yeah.
No, I learned different point of view.
So would you ever submit to that man? Yes or no?
I never submit to a man.
I never submit to a man.
Would you ever submit to that man? 'Cause you said earlier that you wouldn't.
Yes. Yes, you're going to ask me and I'm going to say yes.
I have one problem with this narrative. Men want it to be okay to cheat. Women should accept it. I think that's a problem. In my case, I'm in love with a beautiful woman who I want to F exclusively. I only want to F her. To me, she is the most beautiful woman, and I only want to F her. I believe that a man can love one woman and be true to her. Of course, she will be true to him. Yes, I do see other beautiful women here and there and see that they are nice looking. I'm not going to F the girl and expose my girlfriend to the risk of what I've just done. It's so unnecessary. Eventually, your main chick will get old, then the high-value man will dump his first chick and get with the young, hot, new number one. That's the way it is. Ladies, if you aren't okay with a guy looking elsewhere, then your best option is an average or average plus guy. It's not impossible to find a real top value guy that will be monogamous, but you'll need to be a genuine, feminine, low body count 8 or 9 to get a sniff of that guy, and saying you're a 10 indicates you're probably a narcissist, which means you can't be more than a 5. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.